as well at times.
Andrew Gilding this year has played some excellent darts at times. I mean, none better than at the UK Open. Actually, that's a lie, you know. None more effective than the UK Open. He won every game he played.
Yeah, well, there wasn't anything better for him than the UK Open.
No.
Maybe there's better to come.
Yeah, the best results, certainly. But, I mean, if you think back to Leeuwarden, he smashed Ian White with 108 average. And they've not been that out of the ordinary, those numbers, over the last couple of years from him.
Yeah, this so far is out of the ordinary. From Gilding. Who's he? Remember this man, remember Raymond.
There's added spice to that Humphreys one as he looks to defend the title and chase down Rob Cross. Raymond van Barneveld is chasing down the victory here because it's 3 legs running his hit maximums and he is looking really good.
Yeah, joy to watch so far.
143.
Maybe next year. In fact, I wonder if that fan had been holding that sign and wearing that shirt every year here, just waiting for Gary's comeback. And then he decided to come back, but didn't make it to this tournament.
Yes, well, he is back playing European Tour stuff again, of course, Gary Anderson, but not regularly or successfully enough to be getting his way to Dortmund at the moment. There's still time, though, because he's playing magnificent darts, but right now the magnificent darts is coming from Raymond van Barneveld. This for 4-0. Yep, that'll do it. And a little snarl.
Gilding's left one himself, so it may have made Barney's mind up to go for it.
437.
Does the next best thing. But he's back to where he started, that double 12 that did prove a little troublesome early on.
Well, certainly more troublesome than Andrew Gilding is proving in this game. Because it's another leg where he's thrown first, he's thrown 15 darts, and he's still not had a dart to win it. It's that dart again. But he finds the target with his second. It's another breaker throw, and we might be seeing another whitewash. This afternoon we saw 2. Is it a thumb of departure for Andrew Goldfinger Gilding? Not yet, it isn't. But it's double 12 again for Raymond van Barneveld to complete a 6-0 win, unless Andrew Gilding can do what Barney couldn't.
Still could. Not anymore. Same treble missed, and Andrew Gilding hasn't really been at the races, and he would have had to be going some to keep up with Raymond van Barneveld in this match. It's that double 12 again. Double 6.
18.
Not there yet.
And you require 64.
The setup wasn't quite as good for Gilding, so he may only get 1 dart to avoid the whitewash. It will only be 1. And it's double top the target, usually so deadly.
24.
But not here.
Raymond, you require 6.
So down the bottom of the board, double 3 to complete the demolition job. And 1, and double 1. And Barney batters Gilding. A stunning display. The average doesn't look as good as it could have been in the end. 95 just shy of. Would have been a better turn had he not faffed around in the very last leg.
Something happens to your body where you're just totally relaxed and just to say what's going on, and after all in missed doubles, why don't I just hit the 9?
Got a switch, hasn't he? And he has switched. And he's on the 9. Well, this would be ridiculous. It would be absolutely stupid.
He's barely hit a score of 180 this week, and here he is, a 144. The FTM, the first dart merchant. Can he get it in?
Well, the crowd just giving him a ironic little boo. They wanted the 9 darter. They even cheered Chisnell on towards one earlier against a German player.
That will just make Jose think just a touch. Had problems on tops. That trend continues.
Yeah, to the fourth leg,
Parity, it's 2-2.
Well, Nathan Aspinall has just stepped back there and reacted to that previous visit from De Sousa, because he went for the 25 twice and didn't end up leaving a finish. Aspinall himself has looked at it and sort of laughed and walked back and then walked up and thrown in a 180.
Yeah. 42.
Or was he? Did he hear a joke? I'm not sure. Right, double 16. He loves it here usually. Next door neighbour.
26.
Interesting moments.
110.
Very much a gimme, this 1-1-0 for these top players. He's going to get a dart or a double. And that double, his double top hasn't been kind.
9.
Such a long way. Just a little bit of composure, maybe. I was watching Rob Cross, who does it so well, but here's the argument, affects your rhythm. But for Aspinall, it's 4-2, and he tells you exactly how he feels about that.
Testament to that based on what's happened with him this weekend.
180.
Tapping into the Asp is a third max of the match for him, 5 in total in this game.
100.
The only disappointing aspect of this game has been the finish, and apart from that, it's been really nice.
Well,
5 180s between them, 3 scores of 1-7-1 or more.
Yeah, well, Aspinall is, well, he's now on a 10-darter. The finishing actually hasn't been terrible despite one leg, has it? He's 4 out of 22. 11 of those darts missed were in the third leg.
32.
But a 10-darter, best of the weekend so far.
Nathan Aspinall.
Said what a joy he is to watch and how well he's played at the moment.
We're enjoying watching him.
He's a heavy favourite now, especially with the route that Jose's gone on that 308. Minimum 6 darts on 140. He'd be thinking, just give me a ton.
Well, not going that way, he won't. He was determined to take it out.
68 left.
92.
Equivalent of the ton anyways. He'll be left with his favoured double 16, and for Jose it's just all gone a little bit badly wrong now. Gone for his 2 25s again. He just look at this, look at Asp, he's loving it.
102.
Well, he's enjoying watching what De Sousa's doing. He's enjoying watching what he's doing as well. He has left a finish this time by virtue of that treble he found with dart 3. But it's double with dart 2 that Aspinall wants. 4-3. And he wins 6-3. And it was a brilliant performance. Those numbers don't even do it justice.
So he got the call up when there was a withdrawal from 2 of the other North East players, Callan Ridds and Ryan Joyce.
140.
The other player that got a call up was Krzysztof Ratajski, and how well did he step up to the plate, averaging more than 107 yesterday.
Yeah, looking forward to see how Krzysztof responds to that. And just to shortly talk about the levels of these two. In the last 6 games for Luke Humphries, he's had 400 plus averages. And Krzysztof has had 23 averages of over 100 in 2023. They're the levels that these two boys have got.
Well, this is some level that Luke Humphries is producing here. It's a 17 dart break, but an 11 dart hold.
What a player he is.
Oh, what a player Luke Humphries is. It's 4 180s. We're only in leg 6.
I have the best seat in the house.
44.
Just seeing everything, the relaxation in the body, the free flowing of that arm, the fingers follow through. I didn't realise how much wrist and finger action he used in his throw. It's beautiful.
58. Luke required 40.
Making a mockery of this game. It was 6-5 wrote all over in my notes. But right now,
scoring is mustard.
It's delicious. 2-6-1. Now makes him favourite for the leg.
140.
Yet to hit a 180 so far, Chris, which will disappoint him. His first 9 will disappoint him, but he's still, somehow, in this match.
140.
He is, but he's got very little margin for error. 11 segment. Bullseye. Dobie's still alive, and the gap is cut to 1.
The composed, experienced, the elite, the great, like Luke Humphries realises, I'm scoring well. Now it's time to take my chance.
He has a chance. He will only get one chance at double top, and he does not take that chance. Chris Dobie to level the game and become favourite for the match. Oh, that's awkward. He could go to the 18s. I like the shot, he just couldn't execute.
52. Luke required 20.
Wrap it up. The match darts missed, keep on racking up. And it's more. It's 8 in total over 2 legs.
60.
Unbelievable. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this match. That's the perfect lie, just moves. He's looking at that left-hand side of the tops and smack, bang, in the middle. What a strange game. Or even a tortoise.
Close enough. That isn't for Dobie. But he is going to set it up. And he sets it up ideally.
Unbelievable.
167.
Surely he couldn't take this. He couldn't do this. Luke Humphries, after missing 8 match darts, does not get another one in this visit.
99.
And he's relying on Chris Dobie missing. Dobie has benefited from 8 missed match darts and the top seed and defending champion. He was 5-1 down in this game. He could have been whitewashed. Double 6. And Dobie busts his score.
Luke requires 68.
What are they trying to do to me? It's tops for Humphries for the match. What a game! What a finish! That had absolute everything.
Yeah, I think it's unbelievable is my lip reading. Limited lip reading skills he's saying there, but maybe some handwriting that
64.
is not up Price's street.
Ricky require 107.
107, Evans can be the beneficiary here. Took out 3 big
67.
finishers, and I mentioned 154, 122 and 113, but that one's beyond him.
Double 19 is there, and Gerwyn Price still glaring at the scoreboard, snatches the darts out the board. And do you know, I suggested that without even knowing that he was playing an exhibition last night as well. He and Johnny Clayton were both involved and have had flight problems. They had to get a £1,200 taxi from Luxembourg to get here today to play in this.
125.
Oh, so he needs to win then.
But not sure he paid for it. I did ask Johnny who paid for that then, and his response was, "It's not me, but I don't care."
Trials and travel tribulations
41.
for the pair of them, but
90.
Price has turned up. The top price that he always is. And now he wants tops. And he hits it like he always does, seemingly.
96.
Well, the very top players are able to brush off silly legs like that and just crack on.
97.
I mean, I remember in the early stages of Peter Wright's second World Championship final when he beat Michael Smith in that sensational game. There was a 28 dart leg or something like that very early on.
180.
5 now for Price.
140.
Able to shrug off silly legs, able to shrug off
45.
disappointing defeats, able to shrug off difficult preparation because he's just bounced back
Gerwyn Price.
with an 11 darter.
7th leg, it's Ricky to throw first.
It would be a really good response, not just winning this match, but if he can go on and win this tournament,
93.
which is very, very possible. Almost reminiscent, not in the same circumstances, but when Peter Wright lost the Premier League final, missing 6 starts to win it against MVG. Turned up the very next day, didn't he, at a Pro Tour event and won it.
Yeah. Yeah, astonishing powers of recovery from Peter Wright in that instance. And Gerwyn Price looking to bounce back immediately. And why wouldn't he? He lost a game to Michael van Gerwen playing brilliant stuff. But it doesn't negate the 4 months of brilliance he produced himself to top the Premier League table. And double 16 will seal the victory. Double eight. And the Iceman, too hot for Ricky Evans tonight. Rapid Ricky banished from Sindelfingen with a 6-2 defeat.
That feeling, and then just not getting picked.
423.
I mean, the ups and downs of darts, but you know, like you say, he's young enough. He can achieve what he wants in his game. Just his attitude's right, his throw's great. You know, everything is there for him to go and kick on to do what he wants to, and back up that Masters win that he had in 2022.
And that's what got him in the Premier League in the first place. So in some ways, he can't really complain when another player wins the Masters and gets in the Premier League, arguably at his expense.
Yeah, so it's one that might need to address a little bit, that one, but that's for another day. I guess as one who looks at treble eight, it was as bad as Josh's. Little raise to the eyebrows there, tells you what he thinks of them 3 darts.
Require 88.
Well, he didn't get near the required trebles when he had a finish in the previous leg. Doesn't actually need a treble this time. Can just hit 2 singles on the ball. And that is exactly what he does.
Very professional in what he does, in his approach and everything.
78.
If he asked me, do I disagree, I would say, no, I'm on your side. The size of them muscles.
108.
Very topsy-turvy game.
That's Cullen's first maximum. It's a kind of leisurely leg as a result of it, because Payne is not really in it. Treble 17. Okay, double 12.
71.
No panic here. There'll be a bit of frustration. A 12 darter sort of makes a statement to your opponent. No real pressure coming back, so it's looking like 3-3.
60. Jay required 12. And John the Sickler.
As you will Curran.
3-3. To throw first.
It's been a tale of 2 halves for Josh Payne already this year. Bounced back from those disappointments.
85.
Could be a case of 10 wins from 15. If he can get over the line in this one, he's favourite for this leg. He's still got the darts, and with that perfect first start, begging for a 140.
140.
I hope for any dart player going through any troubles, when you see the likes of Payne strutting his stuff on the hockey.
143.
Never know, Glenn, next year I might be commentating back on you playing on that stage, and one of those could be sat here.
They couldn't be that lucky. Josh Payne looks a double 16. 1-4-3.
Josh Payne.
If he goes to 5 each, I talked about that little bit of magic. Sometimes they just get there by hook or by crook. They just seem to find a way to do it. So I'm not totally comfortable for Josh Payne right now. He's put himself in a wonderful position, but it's still very, very much in the balance.
Does he? Does he go for it?
432.
Decided against it. He's judged the moment in the match and thought, I'm better off here, ensuring 3 darts at double 16 rather than trying a firework finish to raise the roof.
That smile, the wry smile on Joe Cullen seems to have gone now. It does feel like business right now.
43. Jay require 32.
More pressure on this. It's a last leg decider. And I think you've got to take that into consideration. Joe has been involved in some monster games over the past couple of years, while Josh has been trying to get back to the very top. Right now, you feel he needs a maximum.
I think he feels it, because look at the time he's taken, the little knowing nod as he almost talked to his darts there. Needs a maximum, says Glenn Durrant. Needs a maximum. Gets a maximum.
Real sign of class. Respect. And what a finish, what a win, and what a man, Joe Cullen. He was second best for an awful lot of that match. He knows this is a monumental game, a massive, a colossal game to play in front of this fanatical crowd. It's rocking and rolling in here, but also the best. They're giving the players the best of order at times as well. Being a great, knowledgeable crowd, and just speaking to a couple of the Germans outside, this was the game they were looking forward to most.
It's certainly an intriguing one. There's a lot of parallels between these two. They're both PDC event finalists. Gabriel a lot more than Shindy, but neither of them have won a title yet. Top 19 leaves tops. That's what he's got. And that's a good 15-dart leg to hold his throw and level the game.
That's what we call in the trade a settler. Gerwyn Price is the nicest person in the players area. Afterwards, he's a wonderful guy to socialise with. He's an animal on that stage.
59.
Yeah, no room for friendships up on that stage. And this is the first big stage meeting between the top two in Germany.
58.
Looking like one winner at the moment, Dan.
Does he stay there? No, he doesn't. I think with Gabriel on 150, that's probably the wise move.
Gabriel on 150.
He needs a spark, he needs something. He looks tense.
Gabriel Clemens nearly lost a 5-0 lead last night to Lee Evans. It looks like he's going to have to stage an unlikely comeback of his own here because he trails 4-1.
Listen to the dart go on the dartboard, real authority.
100.
Just got the timing about good, and when you're 5-1, it was such a great feeling. And to play in front of that adoring crowd, just imagine that.
140.
Well, he was a semi-finalist in Riesa already this year and a quarter-finalist in Kiel, Martin Schindler. He's no stranger to reaching the final day of European tours, and no stranger to the final session. Gabriel Clemens is going to have to win 5 legs in a row here to stop him, and there's one of them, an 11-darter as well. Can he keep pulling rabbits out of the hat? Needs the treble. Gets it, double 12.
91. Martin requires 69.
To wrap it up, match start Shindy, double 6. To slide it alongside.
57.
Cannot do it.
Gabriel require 12.
Just getting over that finishing line is so difficult. In a game of this magnitude, this importance, for so many reasons. Clemens.
9.
Ball shot. Come on, he says.
12.
The German number 2. Again, just on the wire. And now, double 3.
9.
He follows Gabriel by missing and missing, and they're both
3.
on 3.
Wild.
No score.
Not even close, Gabriel Clemens.
3.
It was a nervy start, and it's a nervy end. But is it the end? Yes, it is! The number 2 beats the number 8. Martin Schindler gets one over on the German number 1 and his World Cup partner.
Would it be you?
Yes, that's the person.
140. Johnny require 170.
This might be an opening, you know, for Ross Montgomery.
It might be, but Clayton's very good in this kind of territory as well, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Well, pressure is going to be applied. Maximum pressure. Yeah, hit a ton-topping checkout in 21 of his last 25 matches. The Ferrets
94.
almost added another.
Russia requires 60.
Double 8s.
Game
Double
on
eight.
the 5th leg.
Hitting the front, Ross Montgomery. In the manner of a Dirk van Duijvenbode or Ross Smith or Gerwyn Price. But what he will do is just keep hammering away with those 2 treble
95.
visits, and he's constricting, strangles the life out of an opponent.
Yeah, 2 treble visits and that kind of finish, the one that he's left there.
$137. Johnny require 106.
Treble 18. Double 16.
74.
Not quite, but Montgomery's on a tricky one.
Russia
However, it is
requires
to
98.
carry on this little run of breaks to throw.
He could stay there. I don't think he will. Yeah, I think there's a real argument for staying there, but Ross Montgomery, very
38.
old school player,
Johnny
going the
required 32.
traditional way.
Game
That's the
shot on
way
seventh
he
leg.
does it.
Johnny Clayton.
Just cuts off his chances in this leg by a huge factor.
81.
Although that's not
Russia
helped the
require
ferret.
140.
A leg earlier when he was laughing because he'd done his good stuff too late. That time he was laughing because he'd done his good stuff too early. But he is going to be
100.
perfectly poised.
Johnny require 139.
unless the ferret can finally find a fabulous finish.
He could. What's he going to do? 13. It's a bit Johnny, that. Well, the problem with that is
123.
it's not an easy setup from there, but then you
Russia
pin the ball and it doesn't
require
matter.
40.
It may not matter anyway, because Ross Montgomery to go 5-4 up. It's
Game
there.
shot
It's a
on the
beautiful
ninth
dart
leg.
into
Ross
double top.
Montgomery.
And Ross Montgomery. Yeah, well, overall, the averages, that just tells you what has happened so far. Johnny Clayton has been better on average than Ross Montgomery. But the thing is, Ross Montgomery has saved his best stuff for legs that he's gone on to win. And so it doesn't matter what he did in the 4 legs he lost, which, to be honest,
100.
wasn't a great deal in many of them. But those two averages have converged. There were 20 points between them. Now it's just 4 or 5. There were levels between, and now it's levelled out. And this is magnificent. Look at him sprint for the line.
But he ended spectacularly yesterday with a big bullseye finish. What about just a bullseye finish? Ups for tops. Too high. But that one's on the money. And Ross Montgomery defeats Johnny Clayton in a real sizable shock here.
An old man on young shoulders, let's just say that.
Ratajski's making the running in leg
60.
3, and he needs to really.
People tell me, Chris. Well, tell me a little bit about Christoph. Well, he's the one guy. I played him somewhere, and with 45 minutes to go, he walked in the venue, right on the button. He played me, and after about 20 minutes, he walked off with 112 average.
104 here. Rendering that brilliant setup shot from his opponent irrelevant. That fabulous 171 left to finish. He is one of 5 players in this tournament heading to the US Darts Masters in New York. The other 4 have all won today. Another great setup, perfect setup to leave a finish. And
45.
Dimitri
Dimitri
Ratajski
164.
languishing in the departure lounge.
Set up. Just think of playing in New York. You know, the life of a dart player right now. Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, great opportunity for those
82.
players.
Dimitri required
Luke
40.
Humphries, another one getting his opportunity to play over there. Vandenberg.
Game shot on the 4th leg.
3-1 up
Dimitri
now.
Vandenberg.
All got their little bits. Every single throw is different, but every throw is the same.
96.
This match is in the balance.
Yeah, Dimitri can still put plenty of pressure on here. Ratajski did have a 104 earlier in the match.
135.
Now he's after 114
Christoph required
to lead the match
140.
for the first time.
A
94.
lot of the headlines are about Dimitri Vandenberg, the seed, staying till the end, the flamboyantness, but Christoph is putting a great show on. These are big moments in this match. It's going to be one dart or a double. And it's one dart is all he requires. Look at that reaction. I saw something and, you know, his management believed in him. He's got a lot of humility. He's very respectful. But like you said, when he's up there, he's a different animal.
100. Dimitri required
Can he get his teeth into this? This would really, really, really hurt Ratajski. Maybe be good enough to effectively put him away. Double five.
125.
So close. So close.
112.
But the pattern of this game at the moment is you hit me and I'll hit you back. Wowza.
What a dart that is.
Game shot.
What a finish that is.
Christopher Ratajski.
Deserves to go all the way.
Yeah, 8 of the 9 legs completed in 5 visits. It's a 17 darter in leg 2 for Vandenberg outside that.
82.
That last dart there as we roll the boat. I'm getting seasick.
Can Vandenberg rock the Ratajski boat here?
140.
Sensational once again. The superlatives are really beginning to dry out for me here.
137. Dimitri required 49.
I must hit. Quite simple. All them hours, days, years of practice for moments like this.
Game shot on the 10th man.
Never in doubt.
Dimitri Vandenberg.
He's having a really interested look. He was almost turning his head over his shoulder as he was walking in the other direction. And he will not like what he sees. He will not like what he sees at all, because that is maximum number 4 for Dimitri Vandenberg.
Sensational.
Dimitri required 142.
Right in the balance. A massive finish for Vandenberg and a tough ton topper for Ratajski, who's taken out 2 of those already in this match. 112 and 104. 105 would win the match.
Required 105.
Polish Eagle becomes the big favourite once more. Treble 18.
Gets a dart. And that is all he needs. Ratajski wins a brilliant battle that included 4 ton plus checkouts, a hat-trick from him,